Hey, it's your boy OG and I'm back reacting to another video. I got the Uvalde school shooting, and the parents are outraged about the police weren't at fault, about who's to blame for them not getting into school for like an hour, and people were getting hurt. Again, I do not advocate violence. Let's get into the video.
Of school shooting victims in Uvalde are outraged at the latest investigation report on the police response to the mass shooting. It basically clears local officers of any wrongdoing. The investigation was carried out by a private investigator hired by the city, and it was released today. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager joins us with the report and also some pretty strong reaction to it. Peyton.
Heather, family members and community members, they were so frustrated. They were seen walking out during mid-presentation to collect themselves. Now, after the presentation was over, the investigator left the room, but then families demanded that the investigator come back and listen to them during public comment.
How dare you? How dare you? You were paid by them, and you just came out and, what was that, a deposition?
Families in Uvalde.
Right there, I see, before I got into the video, I see, that's one of the key things wrong right there. They hired their own investigator. How can you hire the same people to investigate themselves, but they were the one doing wrong? Let's continue.
Were left furious Thursday after an outside investigator's report cleared Uvalde City Police of missteps during the May 2022 shooting at Robb Elementary. 19 children and 2 teachers were killed in the massacre.
What?
And come on, that's sad. And no one is being held accountable? That's crazy.
What good did you just do all of us? Nearly 2 years we've waited for this. What did this do for us? Nothing. You're gonna sit there in a chair next to everybody else who has failed us.
So how can he say that you guys did nothing wrong?
And just look at the look on their face. Especially this two right here, the dude in the white shirt, the dude in the brown shirt, and this dude over here where the water bottle is in the green on the right side. Come on, man. He doesn't look interested at all in getting any of this settled. He don't give a fuck, basically.
I don't understand that.
Speakers directed their disgust to Jesse Prado, an Austin-based investigator and former police detective who was commissioned by the city council. Prado stated the department did not commit any wrongdoing or violate any policy. On May 24th, 2022, law enforcement took more than an hour to get inside the classroom and kill the gunman.
More than an hour to get in, while children are in there being killed. These people are paid to protect and serve. It says it on the side of their car. So how does it take you an hour to get into a building where children are being hurt? That's sad.
Officers could not see where the rounds were coming from. They just knew that the rounds were going through the wall, through the wood, through the doors. And they could not shoot into that room blindly.
A stark contrast to the Justice Department's investigation, which found massive failures and delays by law enforcement.
Imagine being a kid in there for over an hour. People are dying around you, getting shot, and help hasn't came for over an hour. Imagine the trauma these kids are experiencing.
Despite defending the police officers' actions, the independent report did acknowledge rippling failures in the response.
There were problems all day long with communication, lack of it.
In addition to communication, other failures mentioned were lack of training and officers not having the correct keys. Audience members were visibly upset when the report stated a crowd of families at the front of the school compromised officers during their response. Prado went on to praise the commanding officers on scene, saying one showed immeasurable strength, focus, and level-headed thinking.
Allegedly, too, there were reports of parents trying to get in there and help because the police wouldn't. Again, allegedly. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but I did hear some reports back when this happened about parents actually trying to go in there and help the kids, but they weren't allowed to.
Even though he'd been shot at and hit in the ear, that his actions were all in good faith, sir.
This child was shot, and he sat in there for 77 minutes while those cowards did nothing. You said that was in good faith.
Council members Hector Luivano and Ernest King spoke up after public comment, saying they were insulted by the report, and this was the first time they heard it.
They deserve a thorough investigation, a thorough explanation. I'm sorry, but I don't accept this report without further explanation, and y'all shouldn't either.
They deserve more than the explanation. Somebody need to be held accountable. What the fuck is the explanation gonna do when kids been sitting there over an hour while people been getting killed? Fuck an explanation. Why motherfuckers ain't in jail? Why motherfuckers ain't being fired? But this is the system. This is a system motherfuckers praise. They don't give a fuck about us. They didn't even give a fuck about them kids. You can't offer them kids no explanation standing right by their best friend while they died. What the fuck is the explanation gonna do for them? Let's continue, because this shit's starting to piss me off.
I've been sitting here, I've been shaking for the last hour. I'm so pissed off at what happened today. And I know you guys are.
Now, Prado.
I don't think I can go through no more with this one. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's so many red flags going on with this and nobody's being held accountable. Meanwhile, I'm watching the people on the panel. I'm just looking at their faces. I don't see no remorse or nothing. Nobody wants to be held accountable, and nobody probably will. But the crazy part is black people been telling you about these type of entities and organizations for the longest, that they don't give a fuck. And if they did, they would react better. They would treat you better. Anyway, that's all I got today, man. Please like, subscribe, and share the channel. And thanks for watching.